AKAPADers, what is happening? Welcome to episode 434 of AKAPAD's All the Audacity podcast. I'm your host, Peter A. DeLuca, sometimes known as the Pop Culture Pope, the World Sketchball Champion, Spicy Taco, Roast Beef Sandwich, and what's the other one? The eclectic one. That's right, because I'm very eclectic. Some people have been tweeting about that recently, kind of making fun of me. But guess what? Your boy over here don't care, because those people don't do anything in life. I'm over here sitting on episode 434, and we're talking today. We're talking King Richard, available right now on HBO Max. And we're in a post-Thanksgiving haze. I just came back from the grocery store. Not really a full grocery store, because we don't get full grocery stores here in Philly. And no one was at the grocery store. I was just there. I feel like crap, because I'm there to buy 2 Red Bulls, and literally there's just like employees just walking around like zombies, looking completely unstimulated. At least when things are busy, like with some of these gigs, because we all used to work them. I used to work them. There's a little bit of a dopamine rush when you're feeling productive when things are busy. The worst is when it's just deader than disco. So how do you get my Red Bulls? Come here, draw some comic pages, work on the website. That's really what I've been doing all day, working on AKAPAD.com, where you can sign up right now for 2 free Wolfpack trading cards. Just had another good run of signups. So I guess some of you are new, and you're maybe you're tuned in via Thanks Flicking, my annual pod. So real quick too. So when we wrap up the year on this show, it's a trilogy of annual events. It's the 31 Days of Dread for Halloween, Thanks Flicking for Thanksgiving, and Cinemas for Christmas. And this year, I think my entry movie this year is going to be Jingle All the Way, because I've literally watched that movie two whole times since it popped up on Disney Plus, and Disney Plus is killing it with the Christmas content rollout. And here's the funny thing: this movie here, King Richard, it did drop on HBO Max, but it feels like Christmas to me. It feels a little, because there's a dominant father figure. There's this security blanket. There's this tough love. And for some reason, there's aspects of that I do relate to Santa Claus. And you probably think I'm crazy, or like somewhat to every single Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way, Home Alone. There's a little bit of a Christmas like vibe, vein, DNA thread that's in those dominant father figures. And this freaking movie, I was in the mood for a decent sports movie. It's been a long time since I think there was almost like an Oscar ready sports movie, maybe since like The Blind Side. And The Blind Side's just garbage. I just hate the inaccuracies with that movie. Sandra Bullock is good. I mean, but then again, what isn't she good in? That also means you don't take her work for granted. But she, with a lot of times with these sports movies, it's like the individual performances take away from cookie cutter plots and things like that. And we know, like, when we watch a movie like King Richard, which is about the Serena Williams sisters, which there was 5 of them, I didn't even know about that. We know where the movie's going. And I kind of wait for these movies to have a slice of the genius that was around the 8 Mile movie, the Eminem biopic. Because like that movie just, it didn't end with Eminem signing the great record contract or being discovered or even meeting like Dr. Dre and stuff. It ended with him getting his confidence, becoming more of a man, becoming more complete, facing his fears. And I really thought that's where this movie was going, because it starts so well. We have a strong second act. The third act which is really when they moved to Florida and we start wrapping up this journey. That's really where the movie just seems a little bit. It's a little bit much to watch. It's a little bit much to finish. We know where it's going. We're not incentivized to finish it because we are, we know, like you kind of logically know that they're not going to be great as soon as they start tennis. So it's stuff like that. So we know they're going to lose like the match at the end, but sports important. The point I'm getting at is the girls in this movie are great. The mother's great. Will Smith pretty much should get the Oscar at this point. Just give him a freaking Oscar, because there's at no point is he Will Smith. He is the father. He's Richard Williams. Like 1,000% he is. I mean, if I saw an interview with the real Richard Williams, I would just prefer Will Smith at this point. And the thing with sports movies is it's hard for them to be plot driven because they're based on history. And they're somewhat of a showpiece, like a showcase for actors and actresses. Like, The Blind Side was good because of Sandra Bullock. But then we have movies like The Rookie with Dennis Quaid, amazing. Invincible with Mark Wahlberg, equally amazing. We know the outcomes, but the actors and what they do in these movies are great. Which is also why there's Kurt Russell in Miracle. I mean, it's a very distinguished list. But then there's a piece of storytelling and nuance that needs to kind of like combine things, make things a little bit more dramatic, make things a little bit more comedic. Like, things have to get amplified, because if you're just depicting real life, play by play, step by step, I'd rather watch a long form documentary. I'd rather read a book. I want to be entertained, but I do want to learn new things. And this is the struggle when it comes to historical pieces, sports, biopics, like all most like dramatic categories that are based on real life. This is the crossroads. This movie sticks to its guns too much. That's really my big major criticism. It sticks to the guns too much, and it really didn't have a point that it to drive home. Okay, but the way that the film is made, it actually feels like a period piece. I'm very impressed by that. Our director, Reinaldo Marcus Green, right? Am I even saying that? Reinaldo Marcus Green, director of Monsters of Men, which the choking incident. I forget what incident. All of these police incidences are they're just like meshed and combined in my head. But the I Can't Breathe. So the movie made on that 2018, 2020, a year ago. Mark Wahlberg was in this movie called Joe Bell that I remember seeing a trailer for, and I'm like, it looks pretty good. Haven't seen it. It's available for $5 on Amazon Prime. I might just like buy it when I'm done talking to all of you. And then King Richard. So in 3 years, the type of movie that this filmmaker is honing in on and targeting, the type of talent coming up through short films, 2005, 15, 2014. So these filmmakers are so much like, if you want another sports comparison, they're so much like NFL quarterbacks, where they're younger and just better year after year. Like year after year. We will in our lifetime have a rookie quarterback win the Super Bowl. We will in our lifetime have a rookie filmmaker completely take over the industry. Blockbuster, like streaming, all of it. Okay? They become like a modern day Spielberg right out of the gate. And I say Spielberg because the 80s version of Spielberg that led into DreamWorks finger in every type pie, animation, video games, Call of Duty. It goes on and on. Or Medal of Honor, right? One of those is contributed to Steven Spielberg. And we get a solid education to how tough it was for this family to kind of come out of their neighborhood. And I think some of that is, it's there, it's solid, there's real points like to be made, but at the same time, I do believe it is a little bit heavy-handed. It does feel preachy from time to time. This is a little bit of, the conversation. If things make you feel uncomfortable, there's a reason for it. And, like some of that's true, some of it's not. Case by case. I just believe in this. It takes a little bit away of what the family is doing. Because to me, this was more of a movie about the family than it was about tennis. With that being said, though, ruthless, aggressive, this is the type of father you want in your life. If you think tough love is this antiquated concept, it's not. That's one of my big connections with this movie. This movie comes with a full recommendation, by the way. But I am a big peddler of tough love. Even to myself, people, tough love. I spent all day working on this comic book story. I hate it. I'm starting over. Not good enough. Every time I sit down and talk to you about a movie, I'm battling everything I see on Twitter and YouTube and these King Richard is a grand slam, Rotten Tomato, something, another aggregated score. These are the things I'm battling against, and I'm connecting more to myself and being harder to myself. So when we discuss a movie, there's a little bit of a true core that it's coming from. There's something that there's a reason why it's on Audio Audacity. There's a reason. Stuff like that. But people, this movie, HBO Max, it's a home run. HBO Max has had the best streaming rollout I can imagine. I mean, I don't think this level will be matched. And here we go. We have to get into the HBO Max streaming, the COVID releases, Mortal Kombat, Kong vs. Zilla. It goes on and on. So we're going to move into cinemas. I'm going to try and do as many Christmas movies as possible because I love Christmas movies. Even movies that take place around Christmas, like Die Hard. But we're going to go into Netflix, Cowboy Bebop, stuff like that. We're going to go heavy into HBO Max and back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe since we have Hawkeye, which is a Christmas-themed TV show, or around Christmas-themed TV show. You guys know what I'm saying. That's what to expect. So be on the lookout. Episode 400, and I'll give you a couple options. Episode 435 might be the Mortal Kombat movie, the newer one that came out just a year ago. It might be Shang-Chi from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, available right now on Disney+. Might be like one of those two, or it could even be Cowboy Bebop. I don't know. But be on the lookout. Cinemas Episode 1 will be dropping very soon. That'll be Jingle All the Way. Because we're still in, we're not exactly on Christmas. I mean, in December, I believe the March to Christmas begins in December, not November. I believe in fully observing Thanksgiving, people, as I guess we saw at the grocery store today, to make that a loop. But everyone, this movie, especially if you're a parent, is worth watching. Watch this movie and then watch Whiplash. Make it a double feature, and swear to God, educate yourself on the power of tough love. And understand there's love in that phrase. So it's not tough demonizing, toughness. It's tough love. King Richard, Whiplash. Put those movies together, double feature. Next episode, 435. I'll just say right now, let it be Shang-Chi. Let it be Shang-Chi, and then we'll move on to the Loki conversation. Okay, people? I love you. Goodbye.